Oh, yeah. That is what I'm talking about. Titans win, defeat Kansas City 26-9 at home, snaps an 11-game losing streak at home. Should have been 31-9, but the referees need some of these. They need some of these. They got to be a four eyes like me because they did not see Jeffrey Simmons reported eligible, even though he's over here going, hey, I'm reporting eligible. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Oh, he didn't report eligible. He did it right in front of you. He did it right in front of two of them. What are we talking about? Okay, let's forget about that. Because guess what? Still won 26-9. Absolutely pummeled the Chiefs. And I don't want to hear nobody say that, oh, yeah, they didn't have Patrick Mahomes. They didn't have this guy. They didn't have this guy. Who cares? Who cares? Did you see the Bears come back and beat the Packers? Do you think the Bears came back and won because the Packers didn't have Micah Parsons, didn't have this guy, that guy? No, they lost because they choked the game. The Titans beat the Chiefs in a situation where, yeah, if you're going up against a third-string quarterback because Gardner Minshew went down in this game, you're supposed to dominate that situation. And the Titans did. They did what they were supposed to do. And you talk about, oh, the injured players and how it's not a legit win. That defense was out there almost fully healthy. Chris Jones is out there. George Karlaftis is out there. Trent McDuffie is out there, I'm pretty sure. I think he's healthy right now. And Cam Ward. Best performance of the year for Cam Ward. That's my quarterback. That is my quarterback. 21 of 28. What was it? 225 yards, I think it was. 2 touchdowns. 75% completion percentage. Against a top 10 defense in the NFL. We looked at the Houston game, the Seattle game, and we're like, oh yeah, those are his best performances of the year. This one was better. Deep downfield throws to Jim DK and Alec Iomanner. The one to Iomanner on the left sideline. That is an insane throw. Absolutely insane. And you talk about winning on downfield and winning on third down. The Titans were on third and short a whole bunch. Obviously, it made their job a lot easier. And seeing Cam Ward consistently just make throws on time, accurate. The throw in the fourth quarter on the right sideline to Van Jefferson running an out route. That's a great throw. Those are throws that earlier in the year, Cam Ward wasn't really accurate and he was missing on some of those easy layup throws. And he had a couple misses in that department in this game. But that one, for example, like we're talking about with Van Jefferson, that's a great throw. That right there is like those things are becoming easier. The game is slowing down for Cam Ward. So to see him develop and play well along with some of these other players that are so important to this team. It's not just Cam, Jim DK, Alec Iomanner, big time performances from them. We need this. We need these players to play well and develop and progress, and they're getting better. And then you look on the defensive side. No Cedric Gray today. He was out. That stinks. But then James Williams leads the league in tackles. He could be a starting linebacker next year. He was in the mix all of training camp. He was great in this game. And then someone that's been underrated, not really talked about, Jalen Harrell. He's had 4 sacks in like the last 6 games. He's played some pretty solid ball. That's a solid depth piece as an edge rusher. And it's not just the guys that are for depth or the guys for starters. It's the whole picture here. And before I continue, I'm going to what's some other positives. Jeffrey Simmons, big Jeff Simmons, big Jeff Simmons. This man's nuts. All-pro defensive tackle. Best defensive tackle in the NFL. I dare someone to tell me otherwise. I dare them. Jeffrey Simmons, batting passes down to the line of scrimmage, tackles for loss. Should have had a sack that was taken off his record. Maybe it was half a sack. And then the safety. Did you see how he blew up that play and got into the back of the end zone? This man is nuts. He is the best. He is the best. And then you talk about getting more talent around him. You know, we get Femi Oladejo back, get him healthy in another year of development, T'Vondre Sweat, and then let's say in the draft, we add Reuben Bain. We go get Reuben Bain out of Miami. Did you see what he did against Texas A&M? A blocked field goal and 3 sacks? He was unguardable all game long. You get Ruben Bain in here in the next draft. Let me tell you something. I will if I could put money on it, I probably would, but I can't because unfortunately the world don't work like that. Well, actually pretty fortunate that you don't put bets multiple years in advance. That'd be pretty dystopian if you think about it. But I will put a pretty good chance. I won't guarantee it, but I think that there is a very high chance you get Ruben Bain. Pair him up with Jeffrey Simmons, Femi Oladejo, T'Vondre Sweat. Those 4 guys make your defensive line, front 4. That will be a top 10 defensive line in 2027. It'll probably be a solid one in 2026. But 2027, new stadium opening, top 10 defensive line. I believe that. I mean, you look at that on paper, that's one of the most talented defensive lines in the league. I mean, a lot of people don't know about T'Vondre Sweat or Femi Oladejo, but you know Jeffrey Simmons, you're going to know Ruben Bain because when he gets into the NFL, he's going to be good. I can bet on that. He is going to be good. So you get Ruben Bain in here, and you talk about an offensive line that was fantastic in this game. Makes a jump next year and becomes above average. This defensive line comes around 2026. Then 2027, you're talking about possibly having a top 10 offensive line and a top 10 defensive line in football in a couple years with the talent that's accumulated. That's nuts. Like it's there. Like the vision is there. The possibility of that happening is there. A better future is so real right now. And to go back to the offensive line and give them some more credit, they are good. This offensive line has been one of the better ones in the league so far these past few weeks. And talking about running the ball, they're running the ball almost better than anybody right now. They're running it as good as anybody in the NFL. Tony Pollard, fantastic day, another 100-yard performance. He's going to find a way to get 1,000 yards in a disaster of a season that it's been. As horrible as he was for the first half of the year, he's going to find a way to reach 1,000 yards. He's going to hit it, guys. That's nuts. That is amazing. And then Tyjae Spears. Oh, my God. He could be a solid player. He's another player that we could build around. I know I'm talking loud right now, but I'm hyped. I'm excited. This was a phenomenal win. Not just a win at home and get a good performance from our young players, but to blow out the Chiefs. We own the Chiefs, guys. At home in Nissan Stadium, Titans own Chiefs. That's 3 straight wins at home against Kansas City. How about that? How about that for a stat? Pretty cool, right? And it gets to the final part where some people aren't going to be happy, and it's because of the draft pick. Because with the 3rd win now, I mean, the odds of us getting the 1st overall pick, they're not at 0. We still have a mathematical chance, and a solid one at that. Like, let's be honest. I mean, the Titans may not win against the Saints or the Jaguars in the next 2 weeks, but that'd be okay. But the thing is, even if you don't get the 1st overall pick, it's not a big deal. You're still going to finish with a top 10 pick, top 5 pick in the draft, almost guaranteed. And guess what? That still means you can still trade down. You can still trade down and get additional picks back, or you can still pick a top player in the draft, like Ruben Bain. That is still available to you. You don't need the 1st overall pick to all of a sudden kickstart your franchise. Like the draft. Don't worry about the draft pick, guys. It's going to be fine. No matter what happens, it's going to be fine. Even if we still finish in the top 5, a trade down is still very much on the table. It's still very much on the table. So you're talking about Fernando Mendoza and Dante Moore. If Dante Moore stays, that's going to suck. But Dante Moore goes to the NFL draft, quarterback out of Oregon. Okay, now you're talking about the odds of us being able to trade down being much greater. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain about the draft pick because we still have 9. I think the draft will be fine. It's going to be fine, guys. Do not worry about the draft pick. The draft pick is the least thing we need to worry about right now. And that is because of how these young players are playing. What's more important, the draft pick or the players getting better? It's the players getting better because these guys matter. Cam Ward matters. DK, Io Manor, Simmons, although he was not young, Sweat, Femi, Cedric Gray. I think I mentioned Devondre Sweat. I'll say his name again if I did. Then you're talking about James Williams, Marcus Harris, Kevin Winston. These guys matter. The offensive line. This stuff is going into next year. So these guys, if they can continue to play better and improve and not just set a foundation for themselves, but really set themselves up and prime themselves to take a big step forward. Think about it like this, and then we'll get out of here. Titans win 2 games, lose out the rest of the year and get the first overall pick. Get Mike McCarthy at head coach. I still think it's going to be Mike McCarthy. Side note, I know Matt Nagy has been in a lot of conversations. Please, I swear to God, don't hire Matt Nagy. Don't do it. Absolutely not. Don't do that. But let's say we get Mike McCarthy. Let's be a little futuristic copium psycho here for a second. You get Mike McCarthy in here with a first overall pick, 2-win team, get a trade down, fine. You can probably jump up to about 6-7 wins, realistically talking. Let's say we beat the Saints next week, or say Jacksonville, they lose to Denver and they get the 3rd seed locked up and they can't play for a higher seed and they rest their starters and Titans win. Let's say they finish the year with 4 or 5 wins. Could you imagine how exciting, how hyped it would actually be if they found a way to win the Saints and Jacksonville, or even just win one more of those games? You're talking about going from 2 wins to maybe 6 or 7, to talking about going from like 4 or 5 wins, jumping up to 9 wins and becoming in a 1 year going from a losing season to a winning season. This whole thing could kick off and kick started closer by a year if you win a couple more games. I mean, if you set yourselves up for that opportunity, this team is going to take it. This team, this culture is good, and that's the big thing. The big thing. During the telecast, or broadcast, I should say, Jeffrey Simmons told the sideline reporter, I can't remember what her name is, but W for her for reporting this, is that this is the most closest team that he's been on. A 3-win football team is the closest that Jeffrey Simmons has been with his teammates. And these teammates have been gelled together. It's reflective on the field. You can see that. They're fighting. They haven't flinched. They're still coming into work every day and giving it their best effort. It's because they're setting a standard for themselves. It's because that they want to win. They want to play hard. They know what they're capable of. They know that they're going to get better. They believe in themselves. That is a incredible foundation. And credit to Brian Callahan. Brian Callahan called to reset this culture and call, people to have locker rooms separate one another, have all the team bonding activities, if you will. That obviously, if there's one good thing to come away from Brian Callahan, is that he had made a mission to make this team closer knit. And guess what? At this point in the year, and looking at how this team looks and how these players are fighting, he did. He made that happen. So give Brian Callahan credit today. Give him credit. So this team, if they can win one more game, maybe God forbid 2, I doubt it. I doubt they win another game this year. But shoot, I mean, they have set the foundation for themselves where you get Mike McCarthy in at head coach and a good draft going into next year. They could prime themselves for a very big jump. They could. It's not out of the realm of possibility that this team becomes this year's Chicago Bears. It's not impossible. We've seen it happen so many times, and you see so many young quarterbacks now with better situations over these past couple of years. And in year 2, making these big jumps. Why not us? Why not us, guys? Why can't the Titans be the next one to do that? Let's do it. Let's jump in. Let's be a good football team and show like that we're good, that we're going to be good. Cam Ward is good. Like, we're here. We're not here yet. No. Wait. No, like, we're not here. But we're walking up to the door. Like, we are currently about 5 steps from the front door. And maybe this time next year, if things go right, we will have busted that door in, SWAT team style, and absolutely ransacked the place. That's a possibility, guys. I am so excited for next year. I am so excited to see what this team is going to be this time next year. Like, this might be one of the most exciting years as a Titans fan from now to next December that I'm going to feel in a minute if things go right. Like, we're talking about a potential to not just go back to what we were in 2019 to 2022, right? Or now in 2022, but that mini golden year with Mike Vrabel. You're talking about a potential Super Bowl team. Like the foundation of every Super Bowl team starts with what the Titans have right now. Every Super Bowl team, if you go back, has a similar foundation. The Titans have it. They have the foundation to get to that point. Now it's a matter of building on top of it and really seeing that potential become true. But that is it. That's me rambling. Christmas comes early for us guys. Merry Christmas to all of you. Please enjoy the holiday. I'm taking some time off work, so I'm going to have essentially between Christmas and Christmas Eve a week off. So we're chilling. But you guys have a good one. I will talk to you all next week after the Titans play the New Orleans Saints. And I got a feeling that this game, while the Titans may not win it, it's probably going to be a fun football game. So I will talk to you guys then.